Good morning. It is a great day today. It's Friday. I don't have anything on my calendar today except hanging out here in the garden with you guys to get a lot of work done. So today we're gonna plant some melons. We've got a very special delivery later on in the video that I'm so excited about. Can't actually believe that it is coming. But right now, let me take you over there and show you where we're planting the melons. This patch here is our final semi-prepped patch. You can see we're hydrating it right now with this weird manifold thing. Many of you watching the vlog have seen this GreenStalk manifold hacked thing that we've done. But what I want to do, this is just pure compost right here. What I want to do is take all this soil here. This is native topsoil. It came when we dug out the rainwater tank. So it's a little clumpy. It's definitely heavy in clay, but we know that the organic matter content is good. I'm gonna take about half of this and mix it with half of that. So we'll do a 50-50 topsoil compost mix. We're just hydrating this first. You can see even with cardboard laid down, we've been picking out Bermuda grass in this section. So it's just gonna be something we have to battle here. But what I need to do next is shovel this over to here. Pretty simple process there, just about 5 barrows full of topsoil, which actually came from the front yard when we did the gray water project. So good to get that out of the front yard, looking a little bit nicer in the front, improving the soil here. Put a couple cupfuls of biotone in, I would say maybe 8 cups worth across this whole bed. Not 100% necessary, but I always do like to add it to a starter bed. And now all we have to do is incorporate it. So Jacques' favorite tool, the potato fork, is back in action. I'll use the bow rake. We'll get this done real quick. Bed is looking really nice. You can see how that was the pure compost color, and over there is the pure soil color, and you can see we have this nice sort of coffee brown that we've had a lot of good results in. That's effectively what's in the corn bed right over there, and we've had a lot of good results. We've done a couple different things there, but now I'm going to take our weird manifold hydrator and we'll put it on here for about an hour. We'll let it hydrate and we'll be back. So while that's hydrating over there, just want to come through on these tomatoes really quickly. It's just clip time. So if we come in, you can kind of see what we do. You just take the tomato clip. You guys have probably seen this before, honestly. It's nothing shocking, but it does help. It's nice to see the tomatoes have made it over the halfway point on most of these trellises. And I think slow to start. We had a weird June. It was pretty gloomy. Even the end of May was pretty gloomy. This is the first or the second good weather day in June. And so I'm kind of being a little loose here. Like on this one, for example, there's a sucker that I'm just gonna let go at this point because it's a lower and lean style. I'll just let it go, it's no big deal. But you do wanna affix these clips if you're using the vertical tie-up method. And that's it. I think over there, Jacques, if you just take a look at that, we'll put in another Florida weave row and we'll be back on the melons. All right, we're ready to plant. So we have 3 cantaloupes and 3 melons, but 2 of the cantaloupes are the same. So I have Hale's Best, that's a very classic variety. Over there, we have Hakucho Charentaise?
Yeah, I should know it's a French name, but
we don't know the actual pronunciation. Maybe comment down below. But the melons and then the cantaloupes. Jacques, why don't you read those ones off?
this is actually the Beni Kudima.
Beni Kudima.
So that's actually the small melon. And then we have, I believe, the Alibaba is over here.
Alibaba,
which is a big melon.
Yep.
And then the Orange Glow, which is an orange one.
Yeah, so kind of an interesting mix. Most people probably wouldn't plant them like this, but this is the bed we have, so this is what we're gonna do. You would typically plant them 4 feet apart. We're pretty close to that actually. I would say we're maybe 3.5 feet apart, and you would typically go 6 foot between rows. I would say we're at 5 foot if you consider this diagonal zigzag spacing, and so I'm gonna put in 3, 4 per mound. We only have 2 of a couple, so we're just gonna put that in, maybe direct sow another one later. But that's it. I mean, just pop them in the ground. You don't have to plant them too far apart. We've already put biotone in the soil. We've got some more biotone I'm just gonna put in the planting hole, and then we're gonna water it in with a mixture of water and something called azos, which will be in the video description. So let's get to it. Cool. All right, now it's just watering this in and we're on to the next thing today. It's nice that we already hydrated it because it's just accepting the water right away, so we don't have to do a whole lot. Basically just snugging up the transplant in against the soil. So just this much is probably fine, honestly. Okay, it's pretty hot out right now, so we're hanging out under the awning and the door rang and Corona Tools dropped off a bunch of stuff. So we kind of put together a test product list, and I figured here on the Homesteading channel we would do a fun little unboxing. And so this actually would have come in handy earlier today with the melons. So this, is a pretty heavy, oh, there we go. It is a pretty heavy, what is the official name of this? Level head rake. Yeah, level head rake. And so this would have been nice with those melons and those watermelons to kind of just come through, and then you could use the back to flatten. So you mix, flatten, would have been nice. We'll use it next time. I love these tools. I straight up, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with tools in general.
Yeah.
But these ones are next level. Okay, so you put this on the list.
Oh yeah.
What is this?
That's like, they call it Bergen and Ball makes it.
Yeah.
Part of Corona, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's called the hip truck. And the deal is, like, when you're harvesting a bunch of things,
It clips.
Yeah, you could put it on your pants, but instead of like using the old shirt method,
Oh, okay.
you could just let this up.
Might be a good look for you. I don't know.
It's honestly pretty useful.
Yeah. Okay, so here we've got the Garden Hermit gets some style points for that. So here we go. All steel nursery. This is just sort of a spade with a foot pedal.
Right. So
just
this one's shorter.
Yeah.
Which is kind of handy.
This is great for, like, I mean, what would you use this for? Straight up just digging a hole.
Yeah, I would use that probably to plant trees.
Yeah, this would be a good sapling planter, maybe bare root planter, something like that. So this will go into the mix. We've got, what is this guy here? Oh boy, this is a weeder.
Yeah.
So we've got, let's unwrap it real quick.
Yeah, it's probably sharp.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, it's sharp on this side. Yeah. So I guess you're gonna come through on this one and, right?
Yeah, I think the deal with that is that it's designed so you're standing up.
Yeah.
So you don't have to like get into an uncomfortable position.
So you come in here and just.
Exactly.
So it's sort of a weird scuffle hoe. Weird design of a scuffle hoe. Not weird bad, just unique. Yeah, this one's the Bergen. This is Bergen and Ball. So Bergen and Ball is a sister company of Corona Tools. All right, now here, this would have come in handy. We still have to do trenches for sure because we got to do irrigation on the whole property. Yeah. But man, this would have come in handy a while ago.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that much. When we were doing the gray water and when we were doing the rainwater as well. So this is just a trenching shovel. Also with the fence, if we were doing a lot of the fence work.
Actually.
I mean, this is pretty sleek,
Yeah.
I have to say, with that curve.
Yeah, that was like a new one that they had listed. So
Yeah.
it's curved, which is supposed to make it a lot easier to actually empty the trench.
Scoop it out. Oh, this will actually be quite handy. If we're doing like edging, like what if we're trying to prevent Bermuda from coming into a bed and just trench around the whole thing? Yeah. Pruning shears, you can't go wrong. We got a holder. This is actually great to have. So this is a set of files because the thing that I like about Corona, obviously we're brand partners with Corona, so we love Corona in general. But the thing I really like is you can get replacement parts for every single part of every single tool, and they even sell stuff to maintain it. So really, it's a true buy it for life. Like with this pruning shear right here, if anything breaks, I just get the piece that broke, and if it dulls, I just sharpen it with the stuff that they also sell. So it's really, really nice. So we got a set of files.
Farmer's file, another one.
Yep, farmer's file here. PVC pipe cutter for the irrigation project coming in. Ooh. Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jacques snuck a couple goodies in here. This is another Bergen and Ball. Actually, I'm really excited about this, almost just for the vibe of it.
Yeah.
Because it's a hand sickle, so an herbaceous sickle. So you could come through and like thin out a patch of mint or something like that. But I've got the wheat over there that I might hand sickle away, thresh it that way, I think is the terminology. So this is actually pretty cool. I'm actually really excited about that. This,
So that's a widger?
yeah, this is a widger. This is another Bergen and Ball one. So imagine you have a pot of soil and you want to plop in a seedling. You can just make a really quick depression. It's kind of like another way to do a dibble.
Yeah, it's also nice for propagating if you want to separate out something.
Oh, true.
Like a big pot.
Yeah, if you like surface sowed a bunch into one medium, you can just grab it out. Okay, that's great. We've got, I believe, some shears.
Ooh,
Can't go wrong with those. We got the PVC handsaw, another irrigation gear. So it's got the nice tight tines on it. That'll work really well for that.
Yeah, this is for when you break
a
threaded bit.
This is what I did. So when I did the irrigation video at my old house, I was doing a sprinkler conversion and I did break like 3 of them. I broke them off and I was like, I don't understand how to get it out. And then I went to Ace and they're like, oh, here's what you have. So the easy out. Not too much left here, huh?
This is For Bermuda is what I was thinking.
Yeah, this is the hand matic.
Yep.
So we've been using a pretty significant matic. I think it's called the cutter matic from Corona. And Jock actually probably got jacked just working out with that thing in the garden.
Yeah.
But this one is really nice for getting in any sort of rhizome-based weed, clunk it out, rip out the rhizome chunk, and at least slow it down for a little bit. But you know, this will be really handy. Okay, the final
these are
piece
those
here.
little sharpeners.
This one. So the difference, obviously, with Bergen is it's a European company, and they've got the wooden handle, more of a classic garden tool look, which, you know, some people like. Some people want to prefer something a little bit more modern. I actually like the more modern stuff, but I do like this look as well. So this is a pick. This is just a hand pick.
Yep.
So just another sort of digging tool. And then finally,
Bunch of these.
the most clutch tool that you can almost get, because this one tool saves every other tool, and this is the hand sharpener from Corona. I've got a couple of these lying around because you're going to forget them somewhere, so you just grab a few. So quite the haul from Corona. We've got more work to do outside, so let's get to it. New me. This is how I harvest now. This tomato's getting a little bit too big for its britches. We give it the sickle. Oh! Okay, hold on. We got to do this one. Okay. We already know we're growing a giant bean here. We don't care about these little baby boy beans. Maybe we harvest them. Maybe we sickle them. I swear this is my... Oh! This is just pruning. Just pruning. Highly recommended. So Jacques was behind the camera. Now he's the star of the show.
I gotta get it on.
Yeah, and he's got the look. He's got the trug. He's got the sickle. That's all you need in life.
All right, let's get some suckers going.
Let's go. Oh!
Look at that cut.
That is clean. Yeah, put it in the trunk.
Save that for later.
Put it in the trug. Put it in the trug. All right, he's taking some cuttings of the jupe. Oh yeah.
That's a thick stem too.
Do one raw. Don't hold it. Let it hit the ground.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Let that one on that. Yeah. There you go. Oh my god.
That was actually a big cut.
Oh no.
It's okay.
It's okay. Sometimes you lose, and actually we have so much in here that it's completely fine. We're gonna have to bleep that out. Well done. After our tool extravaganza, we are getting into the world of flowers in a more serious way. So these are dahlia tubers that my friend Beth dropped off. So this one here is Labyrinth. I don't really know what many of these look like. Maybe we'll throw some photos up on the screen. Maybe we'll just get surprised later on in the season. But I've got 3 of them here. So Caribbean Fantasy, and then this one is Holly Hill Glory. Okay. So this planter used to have ginger in it. It just really was slow to take. I dug them up. There's tiny little roots after months and months and months. I'll put them in the front yard grow bag. That's totally fine. We'll reset this for these dahlia tubers. So I've just got some flower tone. Not 100% necessary. I'm pretty sure this already has a decent amount of nutrition in it. There's our shoot. So we'll plant it so that that has an ample chance to come up. Not bury this one. We'll go in like that, sprinkle in, and plant it. And see if we get some dahlias. I've never grown them before. I bet many of you guys have in the comments. So if I did something weird here, you'd let me know, because I'm not the flower daddy. I'm the annual vegetables daddy usually. So we'll see how this goes. As you can see, we're out here in the front yard in this debris, this maelstrom of GreenStalk levels. So we've deconstructed it. Some of the plants in each level have matured and aged out at different points in time. And so we'll consolidate some of the levels. We'll replant some of the levels, have tons of beautiful flowers here. Ba-boom. So we're gonna get as much replanted in the GreenStalks as possible right now. Cleaned it up, and it is looking absolutely amazing, especially when this fills in. It's just gonna look gorgeous. So we left a lot up top. I really like the look of the lemongrass. So I can come through and clump this out, divide it, harvest it whenever I want. But it really kind of frames this GreenStalk nicely. I think I'm just gonna keep it there for now until I need it. All this is filled in. This is that 5-tier one. That's their classic one. And then this over here is the leaf. I really like the leaf, but you need to put stuff in that can handle those shallower depth levels there. But looks great. And on to the next. We picked up some marigolds because we want to do a little bit of interplanting. I already actually put basil on these ones here. You can see a couple little plants there. They're starting to really take off. But these ones on the weave don't have anything, and Jacques is gonna put some zinnias down over there. Just some classic interplanting options for your tomatoes. All right, we've done a lot today. It's like 5:30, sun's still pretty high. I think you should cap off a good day like this with a harvest. So Jacques has been telling me to harvest this blue lamb squash for a while. I will listen. Look at that. That's going in tonight's dinner. It's kind of just a small little pocket squash almost. But neither of us have ever grown it. You haven't grown it, right, Jacques?
I haven't tried it.
Yeah.
I have one started.
Yeah, so we'll find out how this tastes. Maybe I'll do some epic homesteading cooking at some point in time. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. It was a busy day. We got a lot done, and hopefully more to come. This GreenStalk's looking really good. So until next time, good luck in the garden, and keep on growing.